Loretta, I know that the film Coal Miner's Daughter comes from your autobiography, but when did the idea of making it into a film first come along? Whose idea was it, and how were you involved in the creation of the film?
Well, I wasn't really involved that much because I kind of stayed out of that part. I knew when the book was out, I felt that there would be a movie. And I kept hollering, there's going to be a movie, and my managers thought I was crazier than a lunatic. And so I told him I wanted to go to Universal to see if, you know, if they wanted a movie, and if they didn't, well, I would go somewhere else.
How did you know there was going to be a movie? Was this part of your extrasensory perception, or?
I think it was. I think it was. I felt during the time that the movie was being filmed, I shouldn't watch it, you know. So I didn't watch any of the filming or anything. So when it was over, I wasn't going to watch it till the night of the premiere. And they told me that there's going to be some press, so you better watch it so you better take notes. So I watched the premiere. And when I got through watching the premiere, we flew into New York. So we'd been up there like for a week, you know, doing press and stuff. And David Hartman asked me if I liked the movie, and I said, yeah, it's a good movie. He said, well, tell us a little about it, and I couldn't think of one thing I'd seen. I was so embarrassed. But Dave Skepner made me go back in at about 10 o'clock that night and watch the movie again by myself.
And that way you remembered
I took notes that night. So you can ask me anything you want to.
Now it's movie time.
That's right. And our film critic Stuart Rosenthal goes country with a review of The Coal Miner's Daughter.
Well, Dick, Coal Miner's Daughter is so bright and easy to watch that we're hardly ever aware of all the care and discipline that went into making it. But without its restrained performances and thoughtful direction, this biography of country western star Loretta Lynn would be just one more show business success movie. The picture certainly delivers everything we expect from that genre of film, as it follows Loretta from her poverty-ridden childhood in Appalachia to her emergence as one of Nashville's favorite performers. But director Michael Apted, who interestingly enough is British, deviates from the traditional formula by refusing to portray young Loretta as a legend just waiting to be born. In fact, in the movie, stardom seems to creep up on Loretta casually, almost accidentally, rather than as the result of the usual big break. Nothing in Coal Miner's Daughter comes off as forced or mechanical. To the contrary, the film enchants us in the most unexpected and disarming ways. In particular, Sissy Spacek's performance as Loretta abounds with delightful little surprises, tiny gestures and fleeting expressions that give the character a special warmth. Now watch for the little smile in this scene as Loretta makes her reluctant debut as a singer. Yes, the actors do their own singing, and the music is performed live on film as opposed to being pre-recorded. And Sissy Spacek really can sing. But if you go to Coal Miner's Daughter just for the music, you may be disappointed. The first song doesn't occur until about an hour into the picture, and there are very few numbers that are performed in their entirety. But that's okay, because the real pleasure of Coal Miner's Daughter is in its freshness and beguiling humanity. And you don't have to be a country western fan to appreciate that. I think even a connoisseur of jazz like you would enjoy this film, Dick.
That's right. Some of my best friends are country western fans. So, still ahead, Tom McCall comments on the brouhaha in Columbia County, and Jim Bosley takes us clear into next week with his weather wisdom.